Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so sorry that I have been very quiet. I have shot a lot of videos that I would have posted, but somehow I keep procrastinating posting them, editing them, life getting into the way, doing all sorts, work and all that. It's just been one excuse after the other. But honestly, I am back this time around, back to stay. Anyway, the gist I want to give you today is the gist about my tooth that has my wisdom tooth that I've been nursing since 2009. Honestly, I have been in severe pains. Today is Monday. I was in pains all through the weekend. The tooth flared up again. I had removed the one on the left hand side in 2010. I had a horrible extraction and I was told that I would have to remove the other one. But somehow I kept dodging it because I remember how traumatic it was for me. At the point during the extraction, the tooth broke into half horizontally. So the top of the tooth was removed. The top of the tooth broke off and they had to extract the bottom. So that informed me running away and not coming back. To cut the long story short, I've been dodging this removal. The pain has been coming on and off, on and off. Maybe sometimes I'll have twice in a year, thrice in a year, pain and all that. And I just don't pay attention to it. To worsen it, I was in Nigeria in March this year. And there was no pain. I don't feel any pain. I should have removed it honestly then, but it just did not occur to me. So fast forward to yesterday. Because I felt I was in so much pain and NHS lines were closed until this morning, 8 a.m. Monday, before I could get through, I figured let me go to a private clinic. I wanted to do Ovasabi. I ran to private clinic, Googled 4.8 star reviews. Correct. Oh yeah. I did a 30-minute drive down to the place. Got there, they said consultation was £50. Okay, I feel I can still chest it. Let's chest it. I mean, health is wealth, Tooth is very, all those excuses you give and everything. And honestly, I was in severe pains. Paid £50, did the x-ray. In fact, the tooth, I could not even buy down the x-ray machine so much. It showed them that it was impacted truly. I mean, the gum was a bit swollen and all. No problem. And after seeing it, the lady said, they'll have to do it. It will have to be a surgical extraction, and that they will have to tell the dentist that would remove it and all that. All the fees will be between 700 and 800 pounds. I said, please, I need to know the exact amount. That's what's important, so that I can know whether I can pay it or not. She checked and said, okay, it was £750. Then another extra, £750. Then another extra £75 on it for I didn't even retain whatever it was that she said, because as soon as I had 700 and something pounds, my financial life flashed before my eyes, and I'm thinking, okay, I started calculating how many hours worth of work that was. That's one. Number two, my rent is £800, so I will not carry a whole £825, my 1 month rent, to fix one tooth. Then it now occurred to me that I was not in as much pain, because this is money matters. I shall be carrying my load back to my house before these people send me back to my daddy's house in Akure. I shall be going back to go and take some hot water, take some paracetamol, and nurse my pain until 8 a.m. the next day, when NHS will pick my call. I packed my bags and thanked them very much for the wonderful ambience of the clinic. Packed my bags, packed my children, and zapped out of the place. In fact, I've not even remembered to remind them that I cannot come at all. In fact, they had even booked me for 8:30. Booked me and said that they could put me on a payment plan where they will spread it over for a year and all that. And I said, okay, let's even do a credit check for me to see if I will be able to fit into their payment plan. When the credit check came back, they said I was not eligible for the credit check, that I can shift it to another person to help me do it. Then I pay the person. I said, I will go and think about it. Thank you very much. And ran away. Abasi. A whole 800 and something pounds. That's when I calculated yesterday. It was 1,115,000 naira. Hey, what happened? That tooth must be able to take me to heaven. They must secure a place for me in the book of life. To cut the long story short, I went back home in humility, laid down, took some hot water, took some paracetamol, and put myself in a wellness state of mind, because nobody can keep me in this UK. This morning, what did I do? I woke up at 7:53. I was so wound up tight that I had woken up since before that time safe. thinking that I must not sleep past that 8 a.m. because that 8 a.m. is me and NHS that are waking up together. 7:59, I rang in NHS number and they said, oh, that it was not yet time because it was not 8 o'clock. You see that 8 o'clock? I was looking at the clock. As soon as it just changed to 8 o'clock like this, I just dialed straight. As soon as I dialed, immediately I was told I was number 4. See, if you have ever waited on NHS calls for you to secure number 4, trust me, I was right on time. Because there are some people that they were just waiting for that 7:59 and 1 second to clock 8 like this for them to dial. In fact, I'm sure they were dialing before that 8 o'clock came. That's why they picked their own and they were number 1 to 3. Less than 2 minutes, I became number 1 and the lady picked up, the call handler picked up, and she said, oh, this is, in fact, I feigned. I was in pain, safe. There was nothing to even feign, safe. There's nothing to even pretend about. I was in pain. Told her that, see, I was in so much pains and all that. So they linked me up with a clinic that is what's the name? That is linked to NHS. So I went there. I secured an appointment for 12. Got there for 11:46. I was attended to, and I was told that since that was my first appointment from NHS, I will have to wait for a second appointment. So they gave me a prescription to go and buy medication. I bought the medication. I've gone to the pharmacy to buy the medication. And the interesting part was, Flagyl is our Flagyl. That's the antibiotics. And I'm like, oh God, Flagyl that is like pure water in Nigeria that I can just go over the counter and just buy. And I got it for £9.65, less than £10. So fortunately, I've not spent so much money. In fact, and the consultation fee for under NHS for this one was just £25.65. Can you imagine? I went and spent £150 somewhere. Anyway, I'm not even paying safe. But what I know is that these two, since I've known they've prescribed for me what I can buy and everything, this thing is not hard. Fancy that when somebody is coming from Nigeria, they help me buy Flagyl and bring. When it flares up again, because with this prescription, I'm not sure I can go over the counter to get it again, but I'll try when I'm done with this one. And it flares up again, I will not sit quietly until when I go to Nigeria and extract it, because that 1.1 million naira is what will take me to Nigeria and back. So why will I spend it on one tooth here? So that is the story of my tooth extraction that did not happen. As I'm speaking to you, my tooth is still aching. And then the annoying part is that, okay, when I got there and the lady looked at it, she was like, the tooth was impacted. Yes, I know that it was impacted because I remember from the other one, they had to cut open the gum before they could get to it. The gum was covering the tooth and it was going downwards. It wanted to grow out, but because there's a gum blocking it, so it was going downwards, and that was what was causing the pain. It did not have space to come out. So it was causing a lot of pain for that gum. So the lady explained to me that was what happened, and I should just see it as teething aches and all that. So, and that since it was not open and there was no infection and all that, I would just have to take the medication to ease the pain and all of that. So if there is another flare up again, I'll have to call the NHS. NHS will now refer me again for them to be able to do the extraction. I'm sure they were dodging the money. There's nothing that anybody wants. They were dodging that extraction because the bill is already on them. You understand? The bill will be on them, and probably I'll have to pay just very little amount of money if at all I'm going to eventually pay, you know. Well, I'm back in all my humility with my tooth, nothing it, but honestly, if you know you want to come to this, you want to relocate, please, I have to that you want to remove, quickly remove it. Do any dental thing you need to do quickly. I know that at least you rest for the next couple of years or months or whatever it is, but that's my dilemma right now. That's how it ended. My Flagyl is in my hands. I've taken the first one. I'll be taking 3 times a day. I'll be taking the next one at 9. And that's the way I'll keep taking it before I'm done and everything. So I am back. Oh, this is me. I'll have to go and probably do a private insurance because a lot of people that know the system have reached out to me and told me that I should go and do private insurance. So I'll do that at least, so that when NHS has long thing, because NHS matter is always long, they're short staffed and all that, the wait times are long and everything. So I will have to do the private insurance so that I can stroll into any private facility, and not any private facility, at least with my NHS whatever, the ones that are affiliated with it, I'll be able to stroll into that place and get at very subsidized rates, and in good time. I'll have a good wait time. So that's my tooth extraction story, NHS story, everything, and hopefully I'll get it done someday. Honestly, in fact, somebody even said that I can travel out to Albania, travel to Europe and get it done for way cheaper. I mean, and have a vacation rolled into it. Fantastic. So I've got a lot of options. Anyway, so basically I'm back. So I'll be bringing you more gist. Thank you so much everyone that called. Thank you so much everyone that checked up on me. And well, I'm losing my tooth, and well, let's see how it goes. The pain is subsiding again now, so it's going to be a cat and mouse game until I eventually get it extracted. So thank you so much everybody. I'll see you in the next video. So just ask me anything you think you want to know, and I'll do a video to explain it to you. Bye guys.